Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? So today I was thinking about what to do for our meditation, and I fell on a post today about how Mars is moving into Libra. So if you're not really into astrology and you have no idea what that means, that's okay. That's okay. I don't really want to go into the full explanation of it, but I will do my best to explain it briefly. So Mars is the fire planet. It's the planet known as also the masculine energy planet, the planet that rules over our actions, our decisions, the planet that rules over taking action and getting things done. And so Libra is, before I continue, Mars is also the planet of like frustration and anger and like all of these really strong emotions. Libra is a sign of balance. It's a sign of peace, of balance, of weighing one side and the other and like trying to find the middle ground. And so when Mars goes into this sign, it doesn't really have this like power of like activation as it usually does. And so it can be quite frustrating. However, this time is a time that is asking us to slow down and to think before we actually take action. And so that is the actual theme that I wanted to talk about today, is pausing before we actually make a decision into anything. And I know this is really hard, if you're like me and you're very impulsive and you want to get into it and go for it and do it, you tend to have a tendency to jump in head first. Raise your hand. Yes, that's me. And it's taken me a very, very long time to learn what it means to pause and ask before making a decision. And actually recently I've been put into several situations where I was given the time to think about making a decision before I actually made it. And so I was able to actually fully process through different scenarios of this decision. And usually, I would go for it right away and I would jump in head first and be like, yes, let's do it and blah, 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 blah. But this actually gave me the time to process how I would do it, with whom I would do it with, and, if it was a project with other people, or like what I would present to a certain project. And just, it gives us so much more clarity when we're actually saying yes to something. And so it was, this topic is, I find very common. I think there are a lot of other people out there that also kind of don't think much before taking a decision, because we do think, we're thinking, oh, we'd love something like this, and then the opportunity comes and you're like, oh my god, yes, let's do it, let's jump on it. And there are two reasons people do that. One, to take advantage of the opportunity, which is, great, and to go for it. And if you don't really have anything else going on, jumping into an opportunity is a great way to jumpstart, something happening. Two is for fear of losing the opportunity. And I have definitely done this, where I've said yes to certain opportunities or programs or courses or whatever because I didn't want to lose my spot, or I didn't want to lose this opportunity to grow into something or to develop something or whatever. And in the end, the course wasn't really what I needed. And so I had said yes too hastily because I thought that's what I needed, without thinking, when if I had maybe taken the time to process a little bit longer, I would have realized that in the end it wasn't right for me at the time. And of course it's trial and error, right? I tried, I failed, or I tried, I learned, and that's okay. That's part of the process. And that is what, I wanted to talk about today, the pause before to making a decision. I think I've talked about this before, maybe. I don't know if I've talked about it in this series in particular, but taking the time to pause before anything allows our body to make the decision from a grounded and centered space. Let me repeat that. Taking a pause before any decision allows our body to make the decision from a grounded and centered space. Meaning that when we are making a decision, we are fully conscious and fully aware of this decision we are making towards that particular situation. That you know why you are saying yes or no. And you are fully centered and agree with the decision that you make. There's no doubts. And yes, maybe later there might be doubts that come up and you're asking yourself, oh my God, is this the right thing that I did? Or did I wait too late? Or blah, 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 blah. But that's just your mind. Your mind is racing because it's used to doing that. But taking this pause and actually processing the decision that you need to make allows you to really clarify every single part that you need clarified before making a decision. And that's part of this journey and this experience and all of it. So for today's meditation, I want to bring up that intention of what are the choices that we need to make are there next, and taking some time to process through that. So this morning, I want you to choose one thing that you need to make a decision make a decision on. It can be a big thing, a life-altering big decision, blah, 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 blah. Or it can be something small, like, what am I going to have for breakfast today? Whatever your decision or question or the decision that you need to make is, it doesn't matter. Choose whatever comes first to you. So when you sit, we're going to breathe, sit down, and the first thing that comes to your mind about what decision do I need to make? And the first one that comes to you will be the one you'll work with. And allow your body to work with you. Listen to the different movements your body might make, to how your body might respond to different scenarios in your mind. And we worked on this, I think, last meditation or the meditation before that. We worked on how our body reacts to different scenarios in our minds, and the scenarios, stress and anxious activations inside of our bodies. So if you haven't done that, maybe go and do that meditation first so you kind of get a taste of what your body can feel like inside a certain scenario, and then come back to this one. But yeah, this is needed the stretch. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to do some yoga afterwards. Ugh. So that's what we're going to do for our meditation today. We're going to really think about something we need to make a decision about and look into the different scenarios that decision might eventually become and how our body reacts. How can this decision, whatever decision you make on this situation, affects you? And which one feels more natural, which one feels more comfortable, which one feels more exciting, and which one feels more relief. So you look into, like, if it's a yes, and this is just in my body and it might feel different in yours, but like if it's a yes, I tend to open my heart more. My body tends to feel more relaxed. I feel more excited. And I feel ready to go and make that ready to go. Yeah, it feels good. Like I'm ready to do this. If it's a no, generally my body pulls back. So I like contract. I don't feel good. It doesn't feel in alignment. And maybe I might feel nervous. So my stomach might go into knots, depending, like it depends on the nervous of the situation, right? So just feel into how your body might react, right? Okay, so let's get ready for our meditation. Grab your journal, grab a pillow or a chair, wherever you are. I'm gonna grab a sweater if you want one, glass of water, and I will meet you back on the pillow. Okay, let me set my timer up. Okay, so wherever you are, if you are needing more time, you can pause the video. And you can grab a comfortable seat. We can close our eyes, or you can find a drishti, a gaze point on the floor in front of you. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Taking a deep inhale. And exhale, letting it go. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale, release. And last time, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. So we're going to take a few moments to just sit here and breathe. Feeling yourself ground into the earth. Notice your energy land. Relax your jaw and relax your shoulders. And let everything go. Once you've felt yourself ground into the earth, felt your body breathe, you can gently ask yourself what you need to make a decision on. What do I need to make a decision on? And the first thing that comes to your mind, let that become what you'll work with today. And once you have you're a situation where you need to make a decision, gently just to start to feel the situation in your body. How does your body react when you think about the situation? And slowly start to play with how your body reacts when you say yes or when you say no. And once you have gotten into it, just slowly start to play with different scenarios, if it requires different scenarios, if it's not just a simple yes and no. And feel how your body responds and reacts to the different scenarios. You don't have to make a choice right now. This is just about experimenting and feeling how your body reacts. At the end of the 10 minutes, we'll slowly come out of the meditation together. And then you'll be able to journal all about this. At any point, if your mind starts to take you through a story and away from this present moment, gently come back, take a deep breath, and continue with feeling into your body. Taking a deep inhale, filling your entire lungs with air. And exhale, let it go. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing soft movement back into your body. And when you're ready, you can give yourself a nice big stretch. And then slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. So thank you for joining me for today's meditation. I really encourage you to write down what you experienced in your journal, what scenario, what decision you had to make, and then how it played out in your body. And allow yourself to just feel into it, feel what's right. You know, your body knows how to guide you, and generally you will feel it inside of you if it's the right decision or not. So I hope this has helped some of you to learn to pause and kind of make a decision instead of impulsively diving into things. This practice definitely has helped me kind of reground and recenter and not just say yes or no to anything, and just really think about what is important to me and to make decisions in alignment with my visions and what I want to do and how I want to live my life. So pausing is important. It gives us time to think and to process. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I would love to know what your experience was if you want to share in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.